everybody, as I promised, I am back with the video of when one door closes, it's sometimes for the other one to open. You know, a lot of times there's things in our life that we always tend to be involved in, and sometimes we won't have the sense to, you know, quit what we're doing because we just think that it is for us. And out of all people to know that, I definitely know that, because me, myself, I don't really like change the way y'all think I do. Like I said, a lot of times if I have a change in my life, it's because a situation that arose to where I had to adapt and make a change because I done got forced into the change. So I totally know that there has to be a higher power in life. Like you got a lot of people that don't believe in God, or they don't believe in this and that. Grant, I don't believe in religion, but I know that there's a higher power out there that looks over us, some of us or all of us, whoever, but I know he looks over me. And I say that because I really feel like he has his hand on me in the sense to where he know I won't have sense to make a change. He know I will stick to something until it'll destroy me. So before it get to the destroying stage, it's like he makes stuff line up to where a change has to occur. Like God will actually close the door for me in order for me to walk through another door. And I done went through that so many times, especially this year. Like I said, you know, I trust the process. I walk by faith and not by sight. I've learned that so much, especially since getting into this trucking thing. There's so much stuff that, like I said, that happened, and it done took care of itself to where I'm blessed. So it's like this door where Frito closing is like, I wasn't gonna quit because I've actually made a video talking about, you know, I've really done adapted to being here at Frito. I'm really enjoying the job. You know, the benefits good. I even made a video talking about the first day that I got hired on. So it's like, I guess maybe Frito wasn't for me, because in my head, I'm thinking that I'm doing really good. You know, a lot of people was giving me compliments about the videos I was doing and this and that. So it's like out of the blue, suspension come up. Now out of the blue, you know, just to say that they terminated me comes up. So I'm like, okay, well, Lord, I guess that this just was not for me. So I'm not even going to argue with it. I'm not going to be upset about it. I'm not going to be sad about it, because you can't be sad about something that wasn't for you. So when you can realize that something is not for you, even though you in your mind, you really believe that it was for you, but it's all kind of signs that present itself to say, this is not for you. You are made better than that. You have better plans than that. It's more in your future than this current situation you in. So since you don't have sense enough to see this, well, I'm going to have situations out of the blue come up to where you have to move on to the next. So like I said, every time a door closes, I always am able to walk through another door to where I don't skip a beat, especially in this trucking thing. But like I said, I made a video about keep your record clean for your CDL. If you have a clean criminal record and you got a clean CDL, like no points, no tickets, no this and that, and then you got enough experience, like everything is lining up to where you don't have to put up with crap from no trucking company. You know, it's always going to be doors closing and opening. Just because one job done let you go, or just because you quit another job because you just couldn't stand how it was going, that don't mean that you won't find nothing else. Only way you won't find nothing else if you're not trying. Let's just say, because a lot of people get in their feelings to where when things go wrong, they get either super angry to where they stop looking for jobs, or they get super angry to where they're just not being productive. You cannot let your feelings get the best of you, because in trucking, you want to have a range and slew of up and down feelings. You're going to have anger, you're going to have excitement, you're going to have sadness, you're going to have frustration, you're going to have so many different feelings. You're going to be considered probably bipolar at the end of the day. So, I mean, I truly just feel like I was the only woman at that Frito Charlotte terminal, and they were so excited to have a woman there, but
I feel like the company probably was excited, but the drivers, they like, man, sure, I'm used to, excuse my language, but it's a joke. I'm used to having dick and balls here. I ain't used to having no vagina walking around here doing the same kind of work we do. I've even heard some guys talk in a sense like, I'll be damned if I have a woman outdo me. You a dang fool if you let that girl outwork you or work you and have a shorter time unloading that truck. Like, it's pride. It's ego, macho man, competitive. How you gonna compete against a woman? I'm a person. Like, we people. We don't have nothing to do with whether you got dick and balls or I got a vagina. At the end of the day, we still got red blood pumping through these veins trying to make a living for our families. So I feel like for whatever bitter driver, I'm not going to say all drivers because you got a lot of cool guys there that generally do like helping newbies that come to Frito, but you got some bitter senior drivers that they got a problem with anything. They got a problem if you got there and wear your shirt and you ain't ironed it. Like, they probably have a problem with that. Maybe they'd be offended by that. They'll have a problem if I damn unload the truck with my earrings on. They'll call, hey, the girl got hoop earrings. Fire her. She don't wear hoop earrings while unloading that truck. She don't do that. But they do it. So at the end of the day, I never get mad when a new change come in my life. And it's like this year, every change that came was out of my control because I wasn't going to make the change. I wasn't going to do it. Like, I wouldn't have left USA if it wasn't for my son almost dying and like I had to get away from my ex-husband because me and her wasn't getting along. If it wasn't for that happening, I probably would have waited to get my truck fixed and got back on my truck and kept my truck and still be at USA. But God had something better in store for me. He wanted me to be home with my kids. Because ever since I done came from being over the road, my kids are so happy to have me home every day. Like, they are happy for mama to be home every day so they can talk to me. I can take them to school. I can take them on trips. I can actually be that parent. Because you can still be a parent being over the road, but you can't be a full-time, fully effective parent when you gone for 3 weeks at a time or you gone for 2 months, 6 weeks. Like, it gets rough being over the road. Sometimes you gotta do that when you start out because you need the experience. But once you got the experience, it's like, you can start being home unless you just don't have no family. But when you got kids, especially you a single parent and they rely on you majority, then you gotta quit making those sacrifices and let the sacrifice be to the job and not to your family. So I guess the Lord seen that and he said, you know what, since you ain't got no sense, Pinky, to quit USA, I'm gonna make it to where you have to quit USA. I'm gonna tell the guy that's watching your kids to just say he ain't watching them no more and you need to come get your kids and leave. So he did that. So I had to leave. I left, took my kids and moved and been local ever since because obviously he was my last plan B for my family care plan. So after that went sour, it's like, well, at least I got almost 3 years in the game. I'm not complaining. So I had got enough time in the game. I was blessed to get enough experience so that whatever local job I chose, I'll still be making good money. So, you got to trust the process, man. You have to try. Like, I wasn't going to quit Frito. I had planned to be just like all the other senior drivers and get some retirement going on. Not even retirement, but years. I was planning to have years under my belt. But I guess God said, nope, my beautiful sister. You too beautiful of a woman to be busting your tail day in and day out. Because, guys, there's times where I was messing myself up at Frito. There's times I had bruises on my thighs from lifting them pallets. Like, some of the vans you go to, you have to lift or you have to pick up the pallets and put it in the trailer so you can load it. And the way I would lift it, I had to kind of put it on my thighs to lift it up. And every time I had a van, I always had bruises on my thighs. If it wasn't for that, I was messing my hands up. If it wasn't for that, my joints, like my elbow messed up. Like, it's a good job, but overtime or during time or whatever, you won't get some type of injury, whether it's big or small. And granted, I know I'm a tomboy and I know I like to work hard and this and that. But, at the end of the day, I'm still a lady and I still want to look like a lady. So I have to take it easy on my body so that way I can still be ladylike and not mess myself up. Like, I truly feel like my face is breaking out just from being around a lot of chemicals, because my skin is, it seems like the older a woman get, the more certain parts of her body get sensitive. And by me being like in my mid 30s, I'm noticing a lot of changes to where I realize I can't do certain things no more. And my skin is sensitive. Like, if I put the wrong type of hair products in my hair and it start running down, all this is gonna break out. Even like when I go and get my eyebrows waxed at the nail place, like the whole middle of this be breaking out. Like, my skin is sensitive. And then, you know, if you stressed out, stress don't help it either. So if you working a lot, you wanted just a lot of work stress, or you wanted just a lot of stress in general, that'll make you break out. Your hormones out of whack. It's so much stuff with damn acne. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of this acne. But one of these days, I'm gonna end up doing another 7-day fast. That's what I plan to do. But you gotta just understand, trust the process. Cause like I said, if the Lord ain't take control, I wasn't going to. I was just gonna work it out until I couldn't work it no more. So I said that in my video. Only way I would leave Frito if they fire me. And that's exactly what happened, because some bitter pants up his ass driver didn't want to have a vagina walking around. He wanted to be just digging balls, and he got his wish. So he got the only woman that was at Charlotte out of Frito. So ain't no more. And I doubt it if they get another woman that come through there probably for some more years to come. If she do, I'll be very highly shocked. Because I mean, it's sad. It's like, you know, it's bad enough, you know, it's hard, the job is hard, and you actually have a woman willing to just get through it and deal with it and even promote. Like, I just finished looking at the majority of my Frito videos, and I really don't see what the problem is. I don't see what the problem is and what the big deal was. I truly don't see what it was. But like I said, it just wasn't meant for me. And where I'm at now, I feel like this new door that has opened for me is better for me. Because it's actually better for me where I'm able to use my endorsement. I'm able to use my endorsement finally. And then the guy that I'm working for is more freedom. So it's like, I know what a couple of you people said. Y'all said, well, correct me if I'm wrong, you know, you go to work, not to be YouTubing. So maybe your priorities wasn't in the right place. And that could be true. That could be a very true statement. But then you got a lot of companies that will hire you just because you bring along with you an audience who don't want to promote their business in a good way. It's not like I'm slandering, you know, businesses. If anything, I'm teaching people how to do the job, and I'm also promoting businesses. So most people love that. So it's just to each his own. So like I said, in order for me to be an effective YouTuber that promotes trucking material, I have to get with a company that is on the same page as me. Because if I get with a company like Frito that is bougie and they want to try to keep all their stuff to themselves, then it won't work. So you know what, guys? I kind of knew that it wasn't going to work from the beginning, because I had a lot of people talking about me in the beginning, and it was a lot of like truck drivers, people talking about my videos then. And I said, man, this probably going to be a problem. But I said, you know what? Before I just quit my YouTube channel and stop giving trucking content, they just going to have to fire me. So to be honest, I kind of foreseen this day coming, but I said, I'm not going to stop doing what I'm passionate about, which is sharing trucking information. If they can't understand that I do trucking videos, then maybe they should have fired me, or maybe I should have just been quit. So you know what, that's just what I choose and what I chose. If I can't have YouTube and trucking together, then I don't want either. Because like I said, YouTube is part of my journey, and YouTube is also part of, what can I say? It's also part of growing. So I don't know. Like I said, I just accept changes in my life, and I know that the higher power works on my behalf on so many times. And when you get used to knowing when that season is over and it's time to start a new season, you learn to have more acceptance with it. So every time I go through something that is a change into the new something, I'm like, you know what? This was meant to be. So, I feel good to know that I'm into a new journey, and hopefully this new journey will just take me to a better place in my life to where I can be more stable and just, you know, grow each day, each year, and just be able to have, you know, a story to tell. So, all right, guys, I'm on my 30-minute break, and I think this 30-minute break should be about up. So you guys have a lovely day, and I shall, as usual, check in with y'all shortly. So time is the essence. I'm making better time of it, talking to y'all as usual. Y'all are my YouTube counselors. So all right, y'all have lovely days out, night, day, whatever. So y'all have a lovely whatever out there. So deuce. I need to get my nails done. So deuces.